Hey, what's going on, guys? So we'll get right into it. Try to make this short and sweet. I always say that, and then I go on for 10 minutes. But the big thing today, I think, not necessarily coming from NQ, but NQM, which we know is the expiring contract, right? And we know that those contracts like to run their their final objective a few days prior to that contract expiring. And I think that number was 20,000 because look where it happened today. We wicked 20,000, and then right off of there, right back down to some hourly FEGs and some 50-minute FEGs. And QU obviously well over 20,000 because it's a futures contract priced in the future for NDX. Um, but so obviously it was important to watch both today. We're at that weird time where you need to watch both. You can have one take a high and one not, and have some weird things going on. But I've officially moved to NQU here. You see another green day for NQ. We still have these daily relative equal lows sitting down here, nestled in with this daily FVG, and I think we might start to finally get a reach a reach back, a pull back to to this 50% because now we've gone high enough to where look where 50% lines up perfectly, not perfectly, but with those daily equal lows, puts us into the daily FVG and then potentially back up higher. And then the market just continues to balance itself, right? Like 50%, boom, boom, boom. You guys know how this works. So potentially looking for that. Still not 100% like I'm not bearish here, right? Like um, we need to this hourly. So we have daily 50% to watch, right? Well, today we absolutely just pumped, so we need to watch 50% of this range now. If we start violating this and coming down, you see where this hourly FEG lines up nicely with this 50%. If we end up inversing, all these hourlies down, and we got this, there's this little tiny one right here, but if we wake up and we're slicing down through here and we close below, I'm looking for some kind of 50% back up, and then I'm targeting these hourly equal lows. But like I said, this hourly could still hold too, and then I'll still be looking for a longs out of here, but we'll only take a long out of there with what? With confirmation. The confirmation setup is like an order block that's formed off of here, and then we can look for maybe a 50% back up to at least, and then we'll go from there. It's how we attack the market every single day. But best case is we come down and rebalance the daily, and the market gets healthy again, and then we can then continue higher. Um, so that was that. Then this morning, I mentioned we're gonna go for those hourly equal lows, or we had what? We had a 4 hour order block that we tapped into. I was like, well, we were up here, this morning when I made the video. We were up here, and I'm like, well, I would like to see a move down, fill in this 4 hour order block, and then go wake up higher, or hit this is also you see kind of like an hourly breaker type thing. Can't come back down. We tapped into this. If you just move this down a little bit, you see there's an hourly prop block sitting in here. You have this hourly order block, this candle wick into here, hit this hourly order block. This is your hourly prop block. Price reaches down, rebalances it, and then sends us off to the races. And now we're looking for 50% down tonight, and then potentially higher. So it's all going to come down to what happens like around that 50% mark. Let me redraw it again for you guys so you guys can see it. Other than that, there's nothing else to show you guys. It was just a huge trend day. There's nothing to really go over. You could have entered on any order blocks or FEGs that were formed. They pretty much all worked all day. So 20,087. I think the actual number is 20,088. Will be the area I'll be watching tonight. It's about 92 points down or so. So a healthy move down, even rebalancing the hourly. If we come back and we're in the morning we're just wasting back up through 50% down. We're gonna continue higher tomorrow, and then we go into our day off on Wednesday. But just watching that, guys. I want to see some kind of balance here before I long anymore. I just don't want to long up this high without some kind of rebalance. So that's all I'm really looking for. Displacement through here with nothing. Then we look for those daily equal lows and those that daily FEG. We get displacement off of hourly 50%. We look for longs. We don't get any kind of dip tonight down to 50%. Not really looking for a much going into tomorrow until we get some kind of rebalance on back into like a discount range. So actually, that's about all I really have to go over, guys. ES, pretty much same thing, right? Except ES is delivering from that daily FEG. ES took those equal lows that I showed on on the daily for like this FEG is the same one that NQ has open, and you see ES has already rebalanced it. So that's kind of why like we have an SMT, right? ES took this daily low and NQ didn't. See, so that's is what's holding the market right now. So ES, as long as that continues to go, let's see where 50% lines up for ES. See ES with what 1, 2, 3, 4 hourly FEGs here. It doesn't look as like willing to come down as NQ does, but let's see where 50% sits. You see 50% kind of lines up perfectly with with the hourly as well. 55.25 would be the area to watch on ES if we start to get some kind of movement down, which makes sense, right? Like if I'm a market maker, algo, whatever you think runs these markets, like everyone's ready to short, right? They're like, oh, we've ran too far. We need to short. We need to short. This has got to come down at some point, right? This gives them enough room to be like, oh, it makes everybody think, oh, we're finally short when it's really just about the market going to a discount range, and then off we go. So I can see that. You can't just have everyone longing. You have to trap some liquidity somewhere if you want this market to go higher. That would be the perfect spot. That's why I love 50% so much because it makes people switch bias just in time for the market to then reverse. So with that, kind of stayed short today. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.